Hey guys, in this Land Studio tutorial I want to show you how you can create a simple Kiss, Marry, Kill lens. I have created a script file for you which you can use and download for free, and I will show you in this tutorial how you can set up your scene and also how to use this script. So let's start. Before we continue with this tutorial, I wanted to mention my Patreon account, where you can find a lot of Effect House and Land Studio projects, which you can just download and use it as a starting point for your own projects. Thanks to all my Patreons who already support this channel, and if you also want to become a Patreon, just go to the description of this video and follow the link. Thank you, and let's continue with this tutorial. Hey again, so let's create a Kiss, Marry, Kill lens here in Land Studio. Before we start creating the lens, please make sure that you have downloaded all the assets we need to create this lens. So please go to the description of this video and click on the download link. Then you will end up here on this Dropbox page, and here just download all the assets. The important part is the Kiss, Marry, Kill script, but of course you can also download the graphics. Those are just for you to follow along this tutorial, but of course you can create your own graphics. After the download is done, we can import our assets into our project. For this, just drag and drop the script into your assets browser. And also do the same with all your graphics. We have here the headlines, then the items for the rotation, and also the placeholder. So just select all of them and also drag and drop it into your assets panel. After the import is done, we can create our scene for this effect. So go to the left hand side and click on the plus. The first thing I will create is a scene object. This will be more or less a container of all our objects, so we can move them at once at the screen. So let's create this scene object. Then we can create our slots for the lens. So we also select here the object that the images are inside of them. So go to the plus and here create an image. I will rename this image to slot 1. When we have created it, you see they are very big here in the preview. So let's change this. Select slot 1, go to the right hand side and set the scale to 1. A little bit too small, maybe 5 or 4 should work. And now you can already change the texture to the placeholder texture. So go down and set the image to the placeholder. Now this is slot 1, this should be on the left side, so change the X position of this object to -5. Yeah, this works great. Now again, create the next slot, so select the object container, go to the plus and create this image. Too big, also rename it to slot 2 and change the scale to the same scale like before. We had 4, yes. So now the X position is right because it should be in the middle, and then also change the texture to the placeholder. And now just create the last slot. This will be slot 3. Scale will be again at 4, and now the X position is 5. And also change the texture to the placeholder texture. The next thing we want to do is to create the headlines. So go again to the scene and now select slot 1. Go to the plus and create an image. Now it will be created inside of this slot. And I will just rename this to Kiss. Then go to the right hand side again and set the scale now to 1, because now it should be the same size as the placeholder, and the 0 position for this object will be the same position as the slot 1. So this is why I create this object inside here of the slot 1 object. Now we just have to change the Y position, and I will change the Y position to 0.8 and change the texture to the Kiss headline. And now I will do this again for the second and the third slot. So select the slot, create a new image. This will be Marry, then scale it down to 1 and change the position to 0.8, and the texture will be the kiss, the Mary texture. And then again for slot 3, scale will be 1, Y position is 0.8, and the texture is the place, not the placeholder, the kill headline. So now we can change the position of those objects, because at the moment they're in the middle of the screen and most of the time will be in front of the user's face. So select the object now and go to the right hand side, and now this is the part where the object comes in very handy. So we can change the Y position to, let's say minus 10. A little bit too far down, maybe minus 8 or minus 7. So before we set up the script, we have to do one important step, and this is to enable the tap interactions for our slots. For this, we go to the left hand side again to our scene and select the first slot. Now we go to our inspector, and here we click on plus add component, and here we search for interaction. And after we have done this, this should already work. And now do the same for slot 2 and also for slot 3. And now we can set up, no, not now, we have to do one step. We also need the rotation above the head. So again, go to the plus and now add a head binding object. This will make sure that we can attach something to our head, and we want to attach an image, so also create an image object. This is also a little bit too big, so scale it down to maybe 5 or 10, and then also change the Y position to 10. No, this is too far, but at the moment it's not tracked very well, and because at the moment we are tracking the head center, to change this, select the head binding and then change the attachment point type to forehead. And after you have done this, the tracking is more accurate for your forehead, but we have to change the Y position of the rotation image. So now maybe 3. Yes, 3 is a good value. And now we can set up our script. So just drag and drop the JavaScript Kiss, Marry, Kill script from your assets panel into your scene. And after we have done this, you can select it in the scene and go to the right hand side and set up here the different values. The first thing we have to set up is the selector image. This is the rotation object above our head, so we select this image. Then we also have to set up the slot images. Those are the 3 slots, so select all 3 of them. And then we also have to set up our shuffle textures. Those will be the items we want to have in our rotation. So for me, this is person 1 to person 5. And now when you have done this, you can see it is already rotating. There are 2 more settings here in our script. We can set the interval. This is how fast this will be rotate, and the duration. This is how long it will rotate. Those are seconds. So 2 seconds and 0.1 second will be the interval between the different options. And now I reset the filter again, it rotates, and then I can already click here on a slot and it is working. And after we have filled all 3 slots, the rotation disappears and the filter ends. And this is all about the Kiss, Marry, Kill Lens here in Lens Studio. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If yes, give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new on this channel, it would be nice when you subscribe to it. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!